Hello, let me introduce my name. I'm Oka Wardana. This time I will tell you the biography of Lionel Messi. Enjoy watching. The name parents Lionel Messi is Roch and Celia and has one older brother named Rodrigo and Matias and has a younger sister named Maria Scholl. The life story of Lionel Messi. Messi had a grandmother named with his mother Celia. The grandmother died in 1998, long before Messi buy up many of the individual titles as a European player, the world best player, the best player of the FIFA Club World Cup, also the best player of the other version. Without my grandma, will not achieve all of that, Messi said. Beginning of quarter life story, the Madrid born in Rosario, Argentina, 24 June 1987. He is been and was a spherical plastic fabric piece to piece of rubber at the age of 2 years. His grandmother was the first person to buy the plastic ball from Messi at the age of 3 years. When the mother worried Messi injured due to collide with his friend who have physically larger. Even the old woman exclaimed, "Let your son play ball, it will not make the hurt." Manchester United are not derived from establishment families. Although also not poor, his father, George, a supervisor of steel company at Cinder. His mother was a part-time cleaning service officer. On the sidelines of his work, George occasionally coached his children in his community play ball, including Rodrigo and Matias. But the eyes of the grandmother clearly served then his son-in-law George in seeing his talent as Messi. One day in 1992, his grandmother went to a local club coach, Grandoli Salvador Aprecio. What don't Aprieli? Take a look at the games unique games Leo. How my granddaughter distance is still remembered very well by Aprecio until now. Aprecio home just a few block from real family home. As a good neighbor, Aprecio meet Donna Celia to test the ability of Real Madrid, and in fact Aprecio himself has often visited Messi when kick walls, sidewalks, or any that there is in their environment. I give a ball and children is play it like have played ball all his life, said Aprecio recalls Coach Grandoli is directly recruited Messi at his children. This time Messi was 5 years. His father joined raising the children. The efforts of mother-in-law at a later date. My mother has a keen vision. 3 years later, in 1995, Real Madrid managed to penetrate the kids club belonging to Newell Old Boys, one of the two major clubs in the province of Santa. Story reserve boy who has a knack of Maradona claimed more broadly. People are willing to buy a ticket just saw Leo practicing, said Judge Broad. His body is smaller than my own age, much less with friends who are older, said, said one of his primary school teacher, Diana Ferretti. But he a genius. Leo often make me lodge all of this friend being stupid when the Leo play ball. Neos are boy fans club El Nano, while his older brother Rodrigo can let him able go. Both refer to diminutive Messi physical but troublesome as player the opposing team. Carlos Morales, the coach of a 4-year deal with Real Madrid and Newell, given Papel a subdued as the beloved players. Leo not talk, but has very disclaimant and good listening. As the parting practice, Messi cleans up his salon, setting up equipment and although he celebration birthday. She remained asleep not too late to keep the condition. Grandmother Celia was very proud effort to pump up the talent the grandchildren were not in vain. Unfortunately cannot see Messi attain greatness. Grandmother Celia did in 1998 when Real Madrid still in New Old Boys. But the grandmother still follow his dog journey on childhood. This relates to development of the growth hormone abnormality Messi. If not addressed, the growth of the body will stop at 50 centimeter, not more, said George. Since the beginning of 1998, Real Madrid plays boxes everywhere that contain growth hormones. He often plays in said one of his colleagues at once in Team Milwaukee's Lucas Aglia. When he stayed at my house, he came in immediately put the box of the cure in the refrigerator. After that, he into the kitchen to inoculate himself. After that, he returned to play with me like nothing happened. Manchester United are still considering the terms that inject drugs such as brushing my teeth. At first, people were astonished and asked to what I do after you get used to they won't see me carrying boxes of drugs and inject yourself. George Lee on family health insurance and insurance from his company to buy the hormones that a fee of 1,000 and 1,050 US dollar, approx 95 to 40 million United States dollar. When the economic crisis hit Argentina, George also affected companies. George no longer have access money for her son healthy. President Nicolas Sergio Almiron also raised her hand and can only help by sending George money 200 peso, about 500,000 rupiah. Twice George initiative pro Messi to big club that is River Plate on of the most famous club in the country capital. Buenos Aires invest the rival then become unable to bear the cost of the treatment of Real Madrid. Angel helper comes his name is Josep Maria Miguela. Agency talent scout of Barcelona. I am not there. I am not looking for players who are too young for Barca. he said. Ho- However, two of my coworkers in Argentina forgot me to look, which they said of killing that a phenomenal player. Messi forget a chance to demonstrate his playing in the presence of the president of the time, FC Barcelona, Carlos Reyes. The president is which Real Madrid British Federer was the headquarters of Barcelona for the last two weeks. After it jubilee, Barcelona just by saying, "My children contract and approve all his family over here, or I will be looking for other club." They sent Alskenden to that request later in the day, but thanks to the agreement they make, who gets hacker and have the right container for his talent. Will Barcelona gets purchaser piece from Real Madrid? Messi, age 22 years now, is 169 centimeters, through a lot of just 150 centimeters as early diagnosis, along with Messi. Blaugrana, nicknamed Barcelona, collect 3 French titles, one of Spain's King Cup, 3 Spain Super Cup, 2 UEFA Champions League title, 1 European Super Cup, and Club World Cup winning for the first time in heaven. Their grandmother Celia definitely smiling smugly to his grandson. What has Messi achievement up to be famous people? All of form earned with hard work. Best pieces from the life story of Lionel Messi. We can take the benefit from motivation in everyday lives today. Messi is a shy private, but if